Welcome back to morning meeting. I hope you enjoyed that shake break. Now, Kipsters, you might notice that something is a little bit different about morning meeting today. What is it? That's right. I'm doing a presentation just like Mrs. Ellis does for math. I decided that it might be a little easier to see our morning message if we do it on the computer instead of on this wall behind me. Now, instead of following along with my finger for the morning message, I will use my mouse, and you'll follow along with my mouse. Feel free to read with me, or you can just listen and follow along as I read. Let's get started. Mouse is right here. Get ready. Good morning, Kipsters. As you know, we won't be going back to school this year. The next time we see each other, you will be second graders. Are you ready for second grade? Let's see. Kipsters, I cannot believe that the next time I see you, y'all are gonna be in second grade. That's insane. We're gonna do a quick show what you know game to see if you're actually ready to go to second grade. I bet you that you are. We're gonna look at a couple reading and math questions to see which of you are ready to go up to second grade. If you think you're ready to go up to second grade, tap your head. If you think you're ready to go up to second grade, say, yes, I'm ready. I don't believe you. If you're ready to go up to second grade, say, yes, I'm ready. Well, let's see if you're actually ready. Ooh, all right, first question. Circle the sentence that is a complete sentence. 1, my pig is pink. 2, the pig mud. 3, my pig is. On your screen, point to the sentence that is the complete sentence. I'm gonna show the answer in 3. Make sure you're pointing in 2, 1. Did you get it right? The correct answer is the first one. My pig is pink. Why is that the only complete sentence on this list? It's the only sentence that makes sense. A complete sentence has to be a complete or a whole thought. My pig is pink. That's a whole thought. That makes sense. The pig mud. That doesn't make sense. It's not a whole thought. Neither is my pig is. I don't know what that means, so it's not a complete sentence. Let's check out our first math problem now. 200 plus 50 equals. Point to the answer on the bottom that is correct. 200 plus 50 equals. I'm going to show the answer in 3. Make sure you're pointing 2. 1. Did you get it right? 200 plus 50 equals 250. Now I bet you that I tricked some of you. And I bet you that some of you pointed to this answer that I'm circling with my mouse right now. Why is that wrong? When we see a plus sign, that doesn't just mean that we're squishing the numbers together. If a plus sign meant squishing numbers together, then this would be right. 250, I squish them together, and this is what it would look like. But a plus sign doesn't mean squish numbers together. A plus sign means take this number and add them together, or put the values together. If I have 200 and I have 50, and I put those values together, I'm gonna have 250. 200 plus 50 equals 250. Let's try another reading question next. In the sentence, one word needs to be changed to make it correct. Point to the word that needs to be changed. I know it says circle, but we're gonna point to the word that needs to be changed. Now the sentence says, how old is you? Is, old, or how? Which of these words needs to be changed to make this sentence correct? How old is you? Make sure you're pointing because I'm going to show it in 3, 2, 1. Did you get it right? Why is this word wrong? How old is you? Why is wrong? Because it should be are. We don't say how old is you. We don't say how is you. We don't say where is you. We say how old are you? How are you? Where are you? When we're talking about you, when we're talking to someone else and we say you, we always need to use the word are, never is. We never say how old is you. We say how old are you? Point one more time to the word that needs to be changed. Everyone should be pointing to is or is down here. And what word should it say instead? Everyone should be saying are. Get ready to read the sentence the right way. How old are you? Let's go on to the next math question. Choose the correct symbol. We were doing this just before we left school. 24 blank 23. Which symbol should you be pointing to make this statement true? Make sure you're pointing in 3, 2, 1. Did you get it right or did you get tricked? Why is this the correct symbol? This is the correct symbol because 24 is the greater number. Now remember, we got to think of these symbols like alligator mouths. And the alligator mouth, where's my mouse, which is right here, it wants to eat the bigger number. So the mouth is always going to face the bigger number. 24 is the greater number. So our alligator mouth is going to want to face 24 and eat that number. 24 is greater than 23. Say it with me. Good job. We are halfway done. Let's go ahead to the next reading question. Ooh, write the words in the correct order. Look at the words that are in these boxes. I'm going to give you about 15 seconds. You don't have to write it, but I'm going to give you about 15 seconds to figure out what the correct order for these words is to make a complete sentence. The words are book, was, the, old. But I bet you that you could do that on your own because all of those are sight words. What is the correct order for these words? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Gonna show you in 2, 1. Did you get it right? The full correct sentence would be, the book was old. Did you get that right? The book was old. Say that with me. Let's go ahead to the next math question. Ooh. How many in all? Count. Now I better not see anyone trying to count each individual square right here. Go ahead and count and then point to the number that shows the answer to the question, how many in all? I'm going to show you in 3, 2, 1. Did you get that right? How many is it? The answer is 203. Watch how I count this. Now, these are not 10 sticks and they sure are not ones cubes. What are these? Right, these are 100s. So when I'm counting these, I'm gonna count by 100s. Watch, 100, 200. Now, when I get over to this cube, am I gonna say 300? Nope, because this is not a 100s block. It's a ones cube. These are not the same values, so I can't keep counting by 100s. So FAMU knows what I'm gonna do. When I'm done counting my hundreds blocks, I'm gonna switch. Not all teachers have taught their Kipsters that. You don't have to do it with me, but FAMU is gonna do that. I'm gonna say 100, 200, and when I get to this one cube right here, I'm gonna count by ones. Let's do it all together. Now remember, you don't have to say switch. If you want to, you can. Follow my mouse and get ready to switch. 100, 200, switch, 201, 202, 203. That means that there are 203 in all. Nice job. Ooh, another reading question. I think this is our last reading question for the day. It says color, but we're just gonna point. Pick the compound word. Pick the compound word. 3, 2, 1. Did you get it? We have been talking about compound words in morning meeting. What is a compound word? A compound word is two words that are pushed together to make one longer word. Flashlight. What are the smaller words inside of flashlight? Flash, light, flashlight. We have the word flash and the word light to make flashlight. Is grapes a compound word? No, there's no smaller words inside of grapes. What about man? Nope. There's no smaller word inside of man either. Let's go ahead to our last math question. Oh my goodness, it's a time question, which I know you have been doing with Mrs. Ellis, so y'all better get this if you're ready for second grade. I'm just kidding. I know that you guys are gonna do great. Now, it says, which clock says 10:30? Which of these clocks say 10:30? I'm gonna give a little extra time for this because this is what we're learning right now. Point to the clock that says 10:30. Make sure you're looking at all of them. Make sure you're finding the hour hands and the minute hands to answer. 3, 2. Did you get that one right? Why does this clock say 10:30? When I look at the hour hand, and remember, is the hour hand the longer hand or the shorter hand? The hour hand is the shorter hand. This hand right here is shorter. So I know that that's the hour hand. And I see it's past the 10. It's not on the 10, but it's past the 10. And I look at the middle, I'm sorry, not the middle hand, the minute hand, and I see that it's pointing at 6. I know that when the minute hand points at 6, that means 30. Now, even though the hour hand isn't pointing at 10, it's pointing past 10, I know that when the hour hand is after the 10, it's between the 10 and the 11, and the minute hand is pointing to 6, that means it's 10:30. What time is this clock right here that I'm pointing to now? Since this is between the 11 and the 12, the hour hand is between the 11 and the 12, and the minute hand is pointing to 6. This must be 11:30. That's not what I'm looking for. Now this has the hour hand pointing to 10, but since the minute hand is pointing to 12, that means it's 10 o'clock. And over here, I see that the hour hand is pointing to 11, and again the middle hand is pointing to 12, which means that this is 11 o'clock. And I know that I'm looking for 10:30, which means that this is the clock that I'm looking for. All right, future second graders. Morning meeting is all done for today. Awesome, awesome, awesome job showing what you know. Be on the lookout for more Show What You Know games so that we can make sure that y'all are ready for the big second grade. Awesome job. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. And I'll see you guys in just a second for some sight words.